What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Now, I usually do movie reviews, but this time I was like, let me do something a little bit different and instead talk about the Disney-Fox acquisition. As many of you already know, Fox just approved a $71 billion deal and it's going to be finalized in 2019. I actually saw this tweet that really made me laugh. It was Thanos, who's supposed to represent Disney, and he's got his gauntlet with him. He's got Marvel, Star Wars, Fox, and right in the middle you see DC. And I'm just like, wait a minute, DC and Marvel? Disney competing against itself? Doesn't really make much sense, but at the same time, this is Disney we're talking about. They got the power to do whatever they want. This deal has kind of led to like a lot of controversy. You got one side who's like, hell yeah, bring it on. X-Men and Fantastic Four finally interacting with the MCU characters. Then you got this other side that's like, whoa, guys, calm down. Take a look at the bigger picture here. What is this going to do to the film industry? So I was like, you wanna know what? Let me make a video and explain what I think about the deal and what I think it's going to do to the film industry. Let's start off by talking about the biggest film franchise Disney will obtain from Fox, and that's the X-Men. It's safe to say that there's going to be a reboot, and Feige will find a way to fit this team into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Remember when New Mutants was pushed back over a year later and X-Men Dark Phoenix was described as an absolute mess? Well, the chances of these films being released are close to none. There's obviously a reason why they've been MIA for a while now and didn't even make an appearance at San Diego Comic-Con. My biggest issue with recasting the X-Men is that I don't think I'm ready to say goodbye to some of the cast. People can hate on the X-Men universe all they want, but that won't change the fact that James McAvoy was an amazing Professor X and Michael Fassbender was an amazing Magneto. All I can say is good luck to Disney because finding actors who can match their performances is going to be an extremely difficult job. At the same time though, I'm happy to say that we're never going to see Jennifer Lawrence's Mystique leading the X-Men because that was just ridiculous. It will be interesting though to see what's going to happen to Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool because there's absolutely no way Disney is going to get rid of him considering that he's been such a big success. Now look, obviously Disney would not spend $71 billion just so the X-Men and the Fantastic Four can be part of the MCU. There's obviously much more to this deal than just that. Because of this deal, they've been given so much more properties and franchises. I actually have a list of all the things that Disney owns, and I was going to try to memorize it for this video, but then I saw how long it was, and I was like, yeah, that's definitely not going to happen. So Disney owns Marvel, Star Wars, the X-Men, Fantastic Four, Indiana Jones, Percy Jackson, Avatar, Night at the Museum, Ice Age, Planet of the Apes, Die Hard, Predator, Alien, Kingsman, The Simpsons, X-Files, Independence Day, Home Alone, Alvin and the Chipmunks, and Hulu. Of course, there are much more, but this is just the ones I have on this list. The one I'm actually the most interested in is Hulu because Disney for a while now has been wanting to create a streaming service, and now they could do that with Hulu. But putting that aside, the question I really want to answer is it a good or bad thing that Disney has so much control over this film industry? Before I explain what I think about Disney having so much control over the media and film industry, I want to talk about how Disney currently dominates the box office. Right now, they have a 36% studio market share while Fox has 10%. Once this deal is finalized, Disney will have nearly 50% of the market share. It's also important to take a look at the amount of movies Disney releases each year and then compare that number to the amount of movies that Fox releases each year. In 2017, Fox released 14 movies and the Fox Searchlight Specialty Unit released 11 movies, giving it a total of 25. Disney, on the other hand, only released 8 movies. Despite the fact that Fox produced much more films, Disney still managed to generate much more revenue. It's clear that Disney's strategy is to release fewer movies, but make sure that they are all blockbusters and that each of them will earn over $1 billion. Unfortunately, this acquisition is going to lead to Disney eliminating all of the smaller, risky movies and only focusing on the ones that they know for a fact will bring in a lot of money. There's a reason why Disney makes so much money, and it's because they consistently make good movies. The Marvel movies, good. The live-action princess movies, good. The animated movies, good. The only thing that I would say is a hit or miss would be the Star Wars movies, but that's a story for another day. See, the problem isn't with Disney not producing quality films because they obviously do. The problem is the fact that this studio is being given way too much power. I see people on Twitter calling it a monopoly, and technically speaking that's not true since it does have competitors such as Warner Bros, Paramount, Universal, Sony, but is that really enough? What makes it so great to have so many different studios producing movies is the fact that consumers are given a variety of movies to choose from. Because of this acquisition, more movies will be scrapped off and less filmmakers will have an opportunity to tell their story on the big screen. Disney is much more likely to choose directors who already made connections with them than someone who's just trying to break into the film industry. Disney is going to have so much power when it comes to choosing what is going to be produced, who is going to produce it, when will it be produced, and how will it be produced. Even if you're a huge Marvel fan who can't wait to see X-Men and the Fantastic Four interact with characters that have already been established in the MCU, you can still admit that no studio should be given that much power. Overall, I think that this Disney Fox acquisition is just a terrible idea. As I've said before, I think it's going to lead to less movies being produced and less opportunities given to new filmmakers. Look, I know that Disney makes good movies, but do I want to see them becoming a monopoly? Hell no. But anyway, what do you guys think about this? Do you guys like it? Do you hate it? Or are you just like, screw it, as long as they're making good movies, that's all I care about? If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe for more. If you didn't like the video, please leave a comment and tell me what I can do to improve my videos in the future. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all later.